After getting backstabbed by my best friend, I got a second chance at life. That friend I made famous wanted to quit the industry and become some married guy's kept woman. I advised her to break it off, and she turned around and told her boyfriend. Her rich and powerful man held a grudge against me and used his connections to mess with me. Not willing to endure the humiliation, I ended my life by jumping into the sea. In my next life, staring at my friend who was always eager to quit the industry for love, I just laughed. Go ahead, unwavering love is worth more than any job in the world. After I died, my best friend Lily was snuggled in Vincent's arms, sweetly calling him honey. Honey, Jasmine looked down on mistresses so much, and now she's one herself. What face does she have left to judge me? Lily said, proud. But she didn't know I was already dead, driven to it by the man she called to humiliate me. Soon enough, she got news of my death. As an accomplice, she panicked, but her boyfriend Vincent, lovingly wrapping his arm around her, said casually, Lily, why are you worrying? It was William's idea to force Jasmine, not ours. We don't know anything. Lily breathed a sigh of relief, covering her mouth as she giggled, I doubt it was William. My good friend probably threw herself at him for the role. Seething with anger, I then heard her anxiously suggest to Vincent, should you have someone check if Jasmine is really dead? What if she's alive and exposes us? My spirit tried to choke her, trying to drag her away. But I was just a wandering soul, helplessly watching them get away with it. When I opened my eyes again, I had been reborn. Back then, Lily held my hand, announcing she was leaving the industry. Jasmine, I might not be able to take the role you fought so hard for me to get. Lily wore an apologetic face, but kept shaking the big sparkly diamond on her finger. Feigning shock, I asked, why? My lover is possessive. He wants me to leave the industry and stay with only him. Lily blushed. I smiled silently. From what I knew, Vincent was not just possessive and controlling but also famously violent. When's the wedding? I prodded, looking at her ring, poking where it hurt. We're not getting married. We're pursuing romance. Clearly just being a sugar daddy's plaything dressed up like some high-class affair. I took a sip of tea. I support you leaving the industry. As long as you're happy. As for the role you're giving up, I'll take care of it. Not only did I agree with her quitting, but I also promised to clean up the mess she left behind. Lily found my attitude a bit odd, but soon she had more important things to discuss with me. Jasmine, I'm really hesitant now since he's married. Seeing her hesitate, I went against my conscience. What's the problem? Isn't it said that the unloved one is the third wheel online? You're clearly loved, not the third party. I almost felt like throwing up from my own words, struggling to control my surging hatred. In the last life, after my death, Vincent had managed to get the director, who assaulted me, to take the fall willingly. I had hung around as a ghost long enough to hear about Vincent's affairs reaching his wife Selena. Selena was the real power player. Full of hope, I believed someone like her wouldn't tolerate any betrayal. But to my surprise, Vincent's sweet talking had her utterly convinced. She believed Vincent's vow of love and used her power to cover up his crimes. In the end, I watched as Vincent and his many lovers lived happily ever after. Why is it that no one clears a good person's name while villains roam free? Determined, I vowed in this life, I'd never meddle in Lily and Vincent's business again and make sure those two criminals taste pain. Lily soon ended all her work and contentedly became Vincent's kept woman. Meanwhile, I threw myself into work and tried to keep my distance from Lily. Hard work paid off, and this time in the entertainment industry, I managed to earn a minor award on my own merit. Once Lily found out, she noticed my changed attitude towards her. On the day my new film wrapped up, she ran straight to the set. Sunglasses on, trying to hide the bruises around her eyes. As soon as she saw me, she shook my arm, furious. Jasmine, why didn't you tell me you won an award? And you never replied to my messages. Do you know how miserable I've been? As my best friend, you have no idea how much pain I'm in. Seizing a private moment, Lily lifted her shirt, revealing the shocking scars on her body. Seeing no sympathy from me, she started crying. "Jasmine, he keeps hitting me. I can't take it anymore." In the past life, after getting with Vincent, Lily's body was never free of bruises. Each time she got hit, she wanted to leave but always returned to Vincent. I was her shield, but not this time. Instead, I encouraged her to stick it out. So I quickly comforted, "Baby, that's just love. Why else would he hit you and not others? It's because he cares." Lily didn't refute my words, soon boasting about her new necklace instead. "Every time he hits me, he feels so sorry afterward. Look, it's his apology gift." I faked envy, knowingly asking, "Lily, who's this big shot? Such grand gestures, I'm really jealous. Let's not talk about me." Whenever her sugar daddy's identity came up, Lily, usually so high profile and boastful, quickly changed the topic. "Jasmine, I can't believe you went and won an award without telling me. I've got more experience and skills than you. If I'd stayed in showbiz for another 2 years, I'd win that award eventually," Lily said with regret. I find it funny. Wasn't this her decision? Love can make you give up your career, cooking and cleaning for someone. It can make you give up your freedom and dignity, becoming a caged bird for them. But when love conflicts with self-respect, people get torn. Lily, who always competes with me, lost her balance seeing me win. That's why she rushed to the set, eager to see me. I poked her where it hurt. "You're right, but it's a shame you've quit showbiz." Lily hesitated, holding my arm. "Jasmine, I haven't announced my retirement yet. I regret it. I don't want to leave. I should still play that lead role, right?" I sighed. Someone else took it. "Jasmine, you have so many resources. Can you share some with me?" Lily asked, assuming. "Or introduce me to some big directors? I'm a bit occupied. After tomorrow's gala, I'm joining a new project." "Jasmine, about tomorrow's gala, could you bring me along?" Lily's eyes lit up, catching the key detail. "But didn't your husband oppose you being in showbiz?" I asked, concerned. "It's fine, he loves me. I'll talk to him, he'll understand." I smiled subtly, handing her an invitation. "Make sure you discuss it with him." The next night, Lily arrived all dressed up for the gala. She looked stunning, aiming to impress. I sensed her resolve to focus on her career. But then, she saw Vincent not far from us. Her face turned white. She felt dizzy and wanted to leave. "We haven't met any bigwigs yet. Vincent's ahead. At least say hi." I held her firmly, pulling her towards Vincent. As we got closer, the woman with Vincent looked up and called out to me. I was surprised, almost teary. It was Annie. In my past life, rumors destroyed me. Everyone said I sought favors for roles. Only Annie from my company stood up for me in a heartfelt Twitter post. Though it didn't help much, it was the only kindness I felt after I died. "Annie, what a coincidence seeing you here," I said, a lump in my throat. Annie smiled, introducing me to Vincent. "This is Jasmine, a former colleague. I got a lead role because of her recommendation." Lily's face shifted, glaring at Annie with a mix of fear and anger. Vincent shook my hand warmly because of Annie's words. I introduced Lily, emphasizing her ambition. "This is Lily. She's a dedicated actress. She came despite a fever. She wants more roles, hoping Vincent can assist." I subtly implied Lily came of her own choice. Lily opened her mouth, trying to deny, but said nothing. She looked at Annie and Vincent, conflicted. After some pleasantries, Vincent left with Annie, and Lily, drained, softly accused me. "Jasmine, why didn't you tell me Vincent would be here?" I acted innocent. I didn't know either. "Do you know him?" Lily didn't answer. Her phone buzzed with a message, and she hurriedly excused herself. Following her, I saw her pleading in front of Vincent. "Vincent, Jasmine's lying. I didn't want to come. She forced me, saying women need their own careers. Lily tried to put the blame on me. Vincent kicked her, saying, "You think I'm stupid? Why would Jasmine lie for someone she doesn't know? I see you've been sneaky. It takes nothing to find out. You're not behaving. Looks like I've been too lenient." He grabbed Lily's hair, dunking her head into a sink. "Get back. Sort this before I get home," Vincent commanded harshly. Watching this violent man, I shivered. But for Lily, used to rough treatment, this was minor. Vincent had countless ways to torment her. After the shoot wrapped, I visited the office, idly browsing online. I saw Lily announced her retirement. She declared indefinite withdrawal from showbiz, promising to pay a hefty penalty. Her sudden decision shocked fans. Lily had recently told them she finally snagged a lead role, only to announce her exit unexpectedly last night, without even notifying her top fans. Suddenly, the gossip about why Lily left the entertainment industry is everywhere. Online, people are really split on their opinions about her. Some say she found a rich sugar daddy who'll pay off her breach of contract fees, so that's why she had the guts to quit. When netizens hit the mark, Lily got pissed and hit back with a lawyer's letter. Her die-hard fans jumped to her defense, saying Lily has always been indifferent and not fit for the entertainment world anyway, so they support her decision to leave. Lily's announcement came out last night, and today, they're already reminiscing about their old idol on Facebook. And then, there are folks who remembered me. Am I the only one who thinks Jasmine got the short end of the stick here? Every time she got involved in a project, wasn't Lily always tagging along? Jasmine worked so hard to boost Lily's career, and now Lily just up and leaves. Honestly, I don't think Lily deserved a friend like Jasmine. Seeing the online debates getting fiercer, I shut off my phone. For the first time since I started over, I felt this incredible sense of satisfaction. Lily quitting was both expected and a surprise for me. From now on, she's lost her favorite career and can't return to showbiz anymore. From the moment Lily met Vincent and gave up things for him, she lost everything, especially her ability to choose. While I was basking in the satisfaction, Annie knocked on my office door. In my previous life, after Vincent blacklisted me, Annie's new show became a hit. Her amazing acting and great looks made her worth skyrocket. I stumbled upon many of her interviews while I was jobless at home, learning that she's ambitious, talented, and grounded. She even offered a helping hand after my downfall, so this time I decided to support her. I recommended her to director William, helping her breeze through this quiet phase of her career. Annie didn't disappoint and snagged the role after her audition. Knowing I'd be in the office today, Annie came by personally to thank me. Her enthusiasm reminded me of Lily. In my last life, Lily always complained to me about the struggles of acting, not getting good roles, and how her hard work never got noticed. As a slightly more successful friend, I used all my connections to get her roles and opportunities. In just 2 years, she went from a bit part actress to a mainstay for second female leads, with directors even offering her leading roles. But just as her career started to take off, she suddenly flashed a giant engagement ring, announcing she was quitting. I was frustrated, but, given our decades-long friendship, I feared she'd get hurt and immediately asked about her boyfriend. She avoided telling me, and only later did I learn the guy was already married. I tried my best to convince her not to give up her career or ruin someone else's relationship. Instead, she thought I was envious, twisted my words, and reported them back to her boyfriend. Every time Lily got hurt and wanted to break up, she'd drag me into it as an excuse. Whenever she regretted it and wanted to make up, I became the scapegoat for all her unreasonable actions. In the end, I was framed as the cause of their rocky relationship. Later, when they got me killed, I discovered her boyfriend was Vincent. Everyone in the industry knows how ruthless and vengeful Vincent is. Unaware of this, I had completely offended him. With just a flick of his fingers, Vincent got me blacklisted in the entertainment world, taking everything from me. And they didn't stop there, they set me up, landing me in a director's bed. Not knowing how to swim and unable to endure the humiliation, I jumped out of a window and drowned in the sea. Being betrayed by someone I trusted so dearly, how could I not hate Lily? While Annie and I were chatting, Lily barged into my office. She looked at Annie with disdain, then turned to me, saying, "Jasmine, how can you hang out with this nobody who stole my roles?" She sneered at Annie, questioning how someone as irrelevant as her could lead a show. I couldn't tolerate Lily's rudeness and told her bluntly, "Lily, understand that the world doesn't revolve around you. You quit the industry, so naturally someone suitable would step into your place." I paused, looked at Annie, and said, "And Annie is that person?" Lily was speechless at my retort, resorting to slapping Annie. I was puzzled, about to intervene, but Annie wasn't one to back down. She quickly slapped Lily back. "The role was yours to give up. What, did you expect the crew to mourn for 3 years?" Annie fired back. "My performance will be judged by the audience, not by an outsider like you." She put heavy emphasis on outsider. Lily's face twisted in anger, ready to retaliate, but I stopped her. Not wanting Annie to get involved in any trouble, I signaled her to leave. Annie got the hint, packed her things, and whispered in Lily's ear, "Make sure to watch my new show, Jasmine." After Annie left, Lily furiously accused me, "Jasmine, why are you defending her? I'm your best friend." She just cursed at me and insulted me. "Didn't you hear?" I pushed her away. "She's just a young girl trying hard in this industry. Why pick a fight with her?" Lily, with tears in her eyes, replied, "That girl is no good. Not only did she steal my role, she's after my man." I was so angry, I had to hit her. Lily gets pretty jealous and it seems like she misunderstood something about Vincent and Annie. That's probably why she's here. "Lily, you can't just go making accusations without evidence. Instead of chasing shadows, maybe focus a bit more on your husband. Remember, it takes 2 to tango. Even if Annie did something to mess with your relationship, how are you going to handle it? You and your man don't even have a solid marriage. Prioritize boosting your own status instead." Lily seemed lost in thought when suddenly her phone rang. Acting all secretive, she took the call away from me. That made me a little suspicious, so I quietly followed her to eavesdrop. The guy on the phone immediately asked Lily for 200 grand. She was obviously upset, but she patiently tried to explain, "Don't mention it. I was thinking of rejoining the entertainment industry for some extra cash, but now there's just no chance. Could you give me a few more days?" But the guy wasn't interested in her excuses. He interrupted, "This is your last week. If you don't give me the 200 grand, deal with the consequences yourself." He then hung up. Lily put down her phone, looking around frantically. I acted like nothing happened and waited for her to return. When she did, she hesitantly asked me, "Jasmine, could you lend me 200 grand? My mom's in the hospital and I can't cover it." Wow, she even spun a lie about her mom needing surgery to borrow money. I didn't have time to be amazed by her audacity. I was busy piecing together the info I just gathered. There's no way Lily's broke. Her necklace alone is worth more than 200 grand. If she's asking me for money, it points to someone on that call who even Vincent doesn't know about. 200 grand? What kind of illness does your aunt have to be that serious? I exclaimed and grabbed Lily's hand, pretending to drag her off. "Let's go to the hospital, and I'll pay those medical bills too." Lily stumbled over her words, unable to explain. "You're so frustrating," I said, pulling out my phone. "I'll just call your brother and ask how your mom's doing." I wasn't planning on lending her money. Instead, I was about to expose her lie. Lily hurriedly grabbed my phone from me, giving an awkward smile. I got anxious and misspoke. "It's just appendicitis, a minor surgery, 2 grand's enough. I was wrong earlier." I wouldn't let go easily. Even a small surgery is still a surgery. "I have time now, let's visit your mom." No, Lily said, letting go of my hand. "She just had surgery and needs rest. Not a good time for visitors. And you're a celebrity, what if the paparazzi show up?" Jasmine, my mom's fine, you don't have to worry. Oh, I just remembered I've got beef on the stove at home. Gotta run. Lily said, fleeing in a panic. We didn't talk for a few days until about a week later when I was on set. Lily called, asking me to dinner. I claimed it was too far and turned her down. She wasn't giving up and said she'd drive over to meet me. I sensed something off and left the set before she arrived. Afterward, I ignored her calls and just enjoyed some much-needed downtime. Post-dinner, back at my hotel, I received audio and pics from Billy, dated a few hours earlier. I hired Billy to keep tabs on Lily's actions. He camped outside her place for a week, coming up empty, until now. I flipped through the photos thinking the lead was cold. But surprise! Turns out the mystery guy behind Lily is William, the one who ruined my life before. I played the audio. Lily and William's full conversation from today was clearly recorded. William took the 200 grand Lily had painstakingly gathered. But he wasn't stopping there. He demanded another 40 grand in 2 months. On top of that, he made an outrageous demand, one more night with Lily. Lily refused, but then William threatened to post photos and videos of her online. Lily caved in but didn't bow down. Instead, she tried to throw me under the bus. The audio captured her whispering to William, "You know Jasmine, right? She's my close friend." Lily clung to this lifeline. "If you agree, I can set her up to meet you tonight." A big star like her willingly hanging with me? That's funny, William chuckled. What if she's drunk? And you happen to have a video of it? She's a big name, her reputation's everything. I'm giving you a chance with a big star, no need to hang on to someone lowly like me, Lily confidently suggested. But I have one condition: once you're satisfied, delete all my videos and let's part ways as strangers, never crossing paths again. William quickly agreed. After hearing the audio, everything suddenly became clear. In my past life, I ended up being a tool for Lily to clear her path without even realizing it. From the way they talked, you could tell there was something complicated between them. After Lily got together with Vincent, she didn't hesitate to kick William to the curb. But William wasn't someone to be messed with. He kept blackmailing Lily with her old photos and videos, demanding money. Lily couldn't take William's endless threats and insults anymore, so she threw me under the bus. Then she cleverly used Vincent's dislike for me as leverage to send William to jail. In my past life, my suicide by jumping into the sea wasn't what she expected, but ironically, it helped her get rid of William, her biggest headache. In this life, she tried to play the same game, but too bad for her, I didn't fall for it. Vincent's hate for me wasn't as deep as before. So this time, she was bound to fail. That night, Lily called me several times, tirelessly. When I didn't pick up, she sent a bunch of voice messages through social media, pleading for help. Her voice was trembling, full of terror, saying she was in trouble with some thugs and begging me to save her. If it were before, I might have rushed over without thinking. But you can't trip over the same stone twice. Fed up, I replied, "Lily, stop messing around. I'm exhausted from filming. If you really got trouble with some jerks, call the cops or ask your powerful man for help, not me. Want me to call the police for you?" She quickly responded with a no need. I shrugged it off, leaving her to fend for herself. Finally, peace. For a long time, I didn't hear a peep from Lily. After wrapping up the shoot, I went back to City A for a grand award ceremony. I got a nomination for Best Actress for a role I played earlier. Annie was there with me, nominated for Best Supporting Actress. When the award results were announced, I didn't get the Best Actress award. But Annie did everyone proud by bagging Best Supporting Actress. I clapped for her from my seat, genuinely happy for her. After the ceremony, when the reporters interviewed me, I spoke my truth. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't disappointed, but I proved that Jasmine isn't just eye candy with no talent. I'm not just some never-popular lead actress. I'm satisfied with who I am now, with clear goals and the determination to strive for them. But soon after, a trending topic about Lily quitting the industry put Annie and me in a tricky spot. An anonymous insider leaked that Lily left because Annie snagged a role from her. And that I had recommended Annie for that role. The buzz seemed to push a narrative that I betrayed a friend and that Annie had connections in showbiz. I didn't have to guess, I knew Lily was pulling the strings. So Annie and I decided to let the gossip simmer for a bit before clarifying things. But before the rumors could peak, the hot topics were all taken down. Some netizens concluded that Annie and I had a sugar daddy behind us pulling strings. Yet in such moments, the plot usually thickens. We stuck to our plan and reached out to Annie's director for help in clearing things up. The director gladly agreed, posted a lengthy statement praising Annie and subtly shading Lily for being irresponsible. Annie and I both tweeted, "No regrets." Several productions Lily had bailed on publicly called her out, accusing her of lacking professionalism and any actor spirit. When fans learned the truth, they stopped supporting Lily and criticized her instead. Watching Lily get slammed and have to face consequences was deeply satisfying. I also tipped off the paparazzi about the real reason Lily left the industry. The story broke that Lily quit for a rich guy. Even though it got taken down soon after, my aim was achieved. I wanted Vincent and Lily to have a hard time, and now with the rumors swirling, Vincent, who is henpecked, wouldn't have it easy. Under mounting pressure, Lily called, demanding why I sided with Annie. I laid it out, saying I was done with this decade-long friendship. Friends like her? I just want to keep my distance. Lily didn't see that coming, but quickly bounced back with her usual snooty attitude. She said, "Whatever, I've got plenty of friends now. Once I give my husband a big chubby son, Jasmine, you won't even be fit to hold a candle to me." I couldn't help but ask, "You're pregnant? Does your husband know?" "Yeah, just found out today." "You're the first to know," Lily said, unable to hide her excitement. I sighed, "Well, congrats. You'll be living it up without lifting a finger, unlike me working hard all my life. Hope you have that chubby son and climb up the ladder soon." "Oh, I'll be waiting for you to grovel and kiss my shoes by then," came her response. I hung up, feeling sorry for her. A week later, Lily got into an accident in William's car. William died on the spot. Lily lost the baby, had to have both legs amputated, and would never walk again. The drunk driver owned up and went to jail. Everyone thought it was just a regular car accident, even Lily on her hospital bed. When I went to see her with some fruit, she was still muttering Vincent's name. "Vincent, don't leave me. To protect you, I didn't tell the cops about us. You can't do this to me," she mumbled. Seeing her wrapped up in her own world, I cleared my throat. Her gaze fell on me, and she started sobbing uncontrollably. "Jasmine, can you help me pay the hospital bills? My mom took all my money to buy my brother a house for his wedding. I'm about to be sent home, but my illness isn't cured yet. I still need treatment." I smiled and shook my head. She immediately put on a look as if it were expected. "Jasmine, you're my best friend. You're the only one I have right now. If you don't help me, I might as well die." "Then go ahead and die," I replied without hesitation. She opened her mouth and asked why I was treating her like this. I held my phone up to her ear and played an audio clip. In it, her sharp voice came through. "You know Jasmine, right? As long as you cooperate, tonight she'll be your pet. A celebrity's reputation is everything. You know, if Jasmine gets drunk, and you happen to get some shots of her, then you'll be in control." Lily's eyes widened. Before she could react, I leaned in and whispered in her ear. "Since we're friends, I'll let you in on a little secret," I said, smirking. "Vincent is infertile, so where did your kid come from?" "I don't believe you," she gasped, eyes filled with shock. I hit her with another truth. "Believe it or not, Annie is Vincent's niece. She told me herself." Looking at Lily's utterly stunned but helpless expression, I left satisfied. Not long after, I heard a thud from the hospital room. likely the sound of Lily falling out of bed. What followed was Lily's wailing cries. She was incoherently shouting, "Murder, Vincent murdered, I'm calling the cops." Thanks to Lily's clues, the police linked the incident to Vincent, and he was quickly taken into custody. With family matters going south, Annie was overwhelmed. According to Annie, her Aunt Selina still couldn't stand by and watch Vincent go down and was trying everything to clear his name. Annie didn't agree with Selina's actions, but her hands were tied, she couldn't stop it. I handed Annie the evidence I'd collected earlier. These are proof of Vincent's affairs during his marriage. He cheated with 8 people at once. Give these to your aunt and let her decide if someone like Vincent is worth all this trouble. Whether or not the evidence worked, Annie told me that after Selina saw them, she chose to end her decade-long feelings and completely gave up on Vincent.